paint everywhere, back of the car. It's Mikkel's fault. They stack paint in the back of the car, and then when you stop, guess what happens? Paint falls. Paint falls.
So.
That's awesome. Is this a rental car?
Yeah.
I hope you got insurance.
We have, but now we're trying to clean it.
Yeah. Oh man. It's a bummer. We're gonna need water and buckets.
Yeah. This is like a ocean we got too.
We have a brush that we'll be able to get out.
Find Z if he's not doing anything productive stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah. This is all going out, right? It's just going out.
The first wall that we were going to go do was the wall next to the former punk house, Yakva 69.
Well, this is like what they call Ungdomshuset, which means like the youth house. It used to be a house given to a bunch of punks, I believe in the early 80s or something like that. It was given as a gift to the government. A few years back, the government tore it down after it had been sold to a Christian sect. I believe we have one of the originals here.
It's not gonna be a piece, it's gonna be a masterpiece.
We hope so. Do you think the young guys at the house will be happy for this wall?
They're gonna be so fucking cool about it.
I only know the old guys that are not really active anymore. I hope that they will respect the wall, you know.
But that's the way it has to be. You know, it's because it's about youth. It's about young people.
Yeah.
This building, it has got a story. It's about socialism. It's about sticking together. The city just sold it to some fucking church.
2004, when I went to Copenhagen, I'd actually gone to that house and put a piece, the OG Andre head mixed with a Misfits Fiend skull, punk rock inspired image. Going back to Copenhagen and knowing that was a location that I had a history with, the culture of that location was similar to my history as a skateboarder and punk rocker and believer in progressive politics. I was excited to go do that wall. And because Mikkel from the gallery told me about all the drama that went down with it being torn down, the house being torn down, and just being seen as a shame that the space was no longer used for something positive and creative, I thought, well, it'd be at least good to have some art there.
Yeah, that's all this will be done with stencil. I have it all printed out on paper, so I'll put it up with spray adhesive and then cut it right on the wall. Yeah. Spray it right on the wall.
The Yakva 69 youth house wall was owned by a building owner. It didn't have anything to do with the city of Copenhagen, but I was told by the gallery that I needed to submit my design for approval. So I submitted a peace-themed image with a dove and the word peace. That piece was about my opposition to the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq and my belief in peace as an important concept in general. It didn't have anything to do with trying to say that people should be peaceful about the punk house being torn down. I had no idea that that potentially would be how it was taken. Sure enough, the next day, the piece had paint thrown on it. There was graffiti that said, "No peace, go home Yankee hipster." Of course, I was a bit disheartened because I went to Copenhagen as, in my opinion, a goodwill ambassador, a global citizen. I was doing something that I thought was really beyond arguing with. Who would argue against the merit of peace?
Well, in a city of 1 million and something, there's probably a couple knuckleheads. I come here in peace to try to make something good, positive, but that's the nature of street art. It's democratic. people can do whatever they want to it. I'll try to fix it. Something else will happen to it.
Hey, loved one, can't talk to me that way.